Hello and welcome to Sanatan Divyata, Eternal Divinity. And I am Padam Gupta. In a series, The Speaking Tree, we bring you an article. Beyond Desire, Understanding Tantra, Yoga and Sexual Energy. In the Indian spiritual tradition, both Tantra and Yoga are profound and subtle paths. The aim is not merely external conduct, but the elevation of human consciousness to higher levels. In the context, ideas such as yoni worship, tantric union, and the transformations of sexual energy often arises. Yet they are frequently misunderstood. Their true meaning is not indulgence, but the discipline, balance, and self-realization. In Tantra, sexual energy is not something to be suppressed, but a force to be understood and transformed. It is the same energy that underlies creation, the fundamental impulse of the life itself. When this energy operates unconsciously, a person becomes trapped in desire and indulgence. But when lived with awareness, it can become a doorway to meditation and awakening. Thus, both Tantra and Yoga emphasize that sexual energy should not be used merely for pleasure but for growth of consciousness. Yoni worship is often interpreted in a literal or physical sense, whereas in Tantra it is deeply symbolic. The yoni represents the source of creation, the divine feminine Shakti. It is an expression of reverence for the sacred energy from which all existence arises. Tantra sees the union of Shiva and Shakti as the foundation of creation. To revere the yoni is not objectify women. In tantric practice, the relationship between practitioner sadhak and partner sadhika is not based on ordinary attraction or sensory pleasure. It is a disciplined consciousness process that requires harmony among the body, mind, and vital energy. The purpose of such a connection is not merely enjoyment, but a balancing of energies and expansions of awareness. When one develops the quality of witnessing within, one is no longer a slave to desire, but gains the capacity to understand and transcend it. Human sexual energy is immensely powerful. Yoga's aim is not to repress it, but to elevate it through meditation, breath control, and self-discipline. This same energy can be transformed into creativity, longing, and inner peace. When it is spent only in sensory gratification, it often leads to fatigue and dissatisfaction. When it rises upward, it becomes a source of joy, compassion, and awareness. In Indian philosophy, the concept of Ranubandha refers to subtle bonds formed through karma. According to Tantric understanding, deep relationships are not limited to the present lifetime, but may be the part of a larger karmic continuum. Sexual unions can intensely these bonds, which is why Tantra treats it with great seriousness. Casual or unconscious relationship can create inner conflict and restlessness, while conscious connections can become a means of inner growth. For this reason, both Tantra and Yoga emphasize the importance of commitment and stability in relationship. This is not merely a social rule but an energetic principle. Multiple changing relationship can create mental instability and drain one's energy. In contrast, a deep and committed connection with one partner fosters trust, stability, and inner harmony. Such grounding becomes a supportive foundation for spiritual practice. Similarly, the guidance to avoid external relationship is not about imposing morality, but about preserving the integrity of one's inner journey. When a person becomes entangled in multiple attachments, the mind becomes restless and energy fragmented. A stable and dedicated relationship, on the other hand, supports depth, clarity, and inward movement. Ultimately, in Tantra, union is not merely a physical act but a meditative state. The essence lies in awareness, patience, and inner balance. When breath, mind, and energy move in harmony, the act itself becomes a form of meditation. The aim is not fleeting pleasure, but allowing this energy to flow through the entire being. Tantra teaches that every force in life, even sexual energy, can become a path to higher realizations when approached with awareness. When indulgence in transformed into mindfulness, it becomes yoga, and as yoga deepens, one begins to experience the divine dimension within. Hare Krishna.